Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Courtney. You can call me Courts. This is only my third YouTube video, so welcome. If you are here, please, I would love to give you the opportunity to like and subscribe. I know you're staring at those buttons right now, so just click. Today I am rating celebrities that I have encountered while working in restaurants. This is a trend on TikTok right now, so I thought I'd hop on it. Dear God, I am struggling today. Most of my encounters were in a cafe that I worked at, so just keep that in mind while you listen to my little stories. First up on the roster, we have Blake Lively. I do remember the first time that I saw Blake Lively. I was making coffee. She had just ordered a coffee. I'm standing there steaming milk. This is what it looks like when you steam milk. And I look over to the woman standing very close to the bar, and I make eye contact, and I go, "Oh, cute glasses, where did you get those?" Because I'm thinking, hey, I need a new pair of glasses and those are really cute. Then I realize I'm looking at Blake Lively. She goes, no, this is how she goes. Thanks, I got them in New York. And I was like, I don't know how to talk to you. She's one of those celebrities that would have been very conversational and like genuinely getting ready to get to know you. I gave Blake a 9 out of 10 because she was probably the loveliest human. Blake was a regular for us, so we saw her like every single day. And I think I gave her plus points for being just lovely and then plus points for being a generous tipper. So she is a 9 out of 10 in my mind. The only thing that I would have docked her off a point for was on the occasion she would bring her kids in, and kids are messy. Lovely human, lovely. Next up, you guessed it, Ryan Reynolds. Only makes sense. Blake and Ryan were in town to film Deadpool and Deadpool 2. I will say that I gave Ryan an 8 out of 10. No, I'm gonna give him a 9. I give him a 9 because he just wasn't in as often as Blake, and he was very quiet when he did come in. He's like a giant human though, and I'm 5'1", so just taking his coffee order was intimidating as heck. There's a story that I heard from the bartender of Ryan Reynolds. He's just sitting in the dining room in the restaurant, as you do, and a woman across the restaurant recognizes him. And she loses complete control. She starts crying and hyperventilating to the point where they had to ask her either to get it together or get out. I can just imagine the chaos. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Everybody is uncomfortable. Everybody. Wow. Oh wow. Owen Wilson. I gave Owen a 6 out of 10. He came in and he was so quiet, and he kind of had that don't talk to me attitude, you know, not attitude, but like energy, and it's very strong. So I was very uncomfortable serving him, and I'm pretty sure he like had his hat down the whole time and just like didn't want anyone to recognize him. So it was a little awkward, but yeah, not much to go off of there. 6 out of 10. Next, Jensen Ackles. I was a huge Supernatural fan. Oh my God, he's so handsome in real life. It should be illegal. Like, he looks exactly like he does on TV. I gave Jensen a 9.5 out of 10 because I'm a little biased. The first time that I encountered him, I just was so anxious. I was just doing laps. I was just running in circles around the restaurant because I didn't know how to stand still. I was like, oh my God. I think I gave Jensen plus points for being polite and plus points for being a generous tipper, so. Oh yeah, and plus points for not being weird about me being weird. Okay, so if you live and work in the service industry in Vancouver, there's a huge chance you've probably ran into the Riverdale stars at some point. So next up we have Cami Mendez, Veronica from Riverdale. I gave Cami a 4 out of 10. The first time I met her, Riverdale season 1 had just started airing, so it was pretty new and it was like not as hyped up as it is now. When she came in, I was making her coffee. She ordered an iced almond milk latte, and I turned to her and I was like, oh, hey, I really like Riverdale. And she was just like, thanks. That's a little bit of too much attitude for someone who just landed a role on a TV show. Like, who do you think you are? I don't know, that's the vibe that I got. There was a little bit too much sass or attitude or bad vibes. Following Kemi, we have KJ Appa, of course, Archie from Riverdale. When he came in, he was with his entire family, like mom, dad, and I think his sister. And let me tell you, there's nothing more sweet and endearing and a little bit like grounding to watch a like grown young man just like be cuddled by his mom in the middle of a restaurant. It was very sweet. They were all very nice. I gave KJ an 8 out of 10. Throwing it back. We throw it back. Okay, we have Julia Stiles. If you don't know Julia Stiles, she is most well known for her movie 10 Things I Hate About You with Heath Ledger. I think it came out in the 90s or the early 2000s. Classic rom-com. She was also a regular customer of ours, so we saw her every day, and I gave her an 8 out of 10 as well. I mean, she was lovely. Wasn't very conversational, but very polite, so 8 out of 10, I don't know. Keeping it thrown back, we have Chad Michael Murray. Chad Michael Murray came in with his wife and child, his offspring. So, I don't know, I feel like this encounter for me was just the most normal. I also gave Chad an 8 out of 10. Plus points for just being a normal person. Plus points for being very friendly. On trend here, we have Jessica Alba. What is she doing now? Where have you gone, Jessica? I literally haven't seen you since the day I complimented you on your vintage Yves Saint Laurent ring. I remember this specifically because I had been wiping down the coffee station, like she was seasoning her coffee. As I'm wiping it down, she's like getting her fixings going, and I was like, oh my god, that's a really nice ring. And then she just started to tell me about how it was very expensive, and I was like, okay. Jessica gets a 7 out of 10. Okay, so she wasn't exactly expressing how expensive the ring was, but it just felt like that. Because I was a peasant wiping down the coffee stand and she was telling me about her vintage Yves Saint Laurent ring. Sorry, Jessica, but unless you're gonna donate it to me, I don't care. I saved my personal favorite for the end, Bill Hader. Bill Hader is another one of those comedians who is very quiet, but he was really polite and actually conversational and not like as awkward as you think. He was still like, hey guys, how's it going? And we were like, hey, how's it going for you? What's up? You know, he was just good vibes. He was obsessed with my coworker's Slovakian accent. Like he wanted to know how to accomplish that. And I was like, yeah, stick around, like I'll teach you. I don't know, I just wanted to be his best friend. But there was another customer staring at him from across the cafe. And they approached him and they were like, do I know you? And he was like, no, I think you're kind of famous. And he goes, nah, I'm not really famous. Yeah, not me. And he just got so uncomfortable. It was so funny though. And me and my coworker were just standing there like, what? I gave Bill a 10 out of 10 just because he was literally my favorite customer of all time. Okay, so now I have a few bonus celebrities. These are people that I have not directly interacted with, but included in the list because why the fuck not? So first up for our bonus celebrities, we have Adele. Now, I was working in a cafe restaurant that was attached to a hotel, so I don't know if she requested this or if the hotel just decided that this would be best, but there's a back hallway that we use to pass through, like, it's like a service hallway, but they repainted the entire back hallway and we couldn't go in there for days because they had to paint the hallway at night. It had to dry, and then they were never really sure when she was arriving, so it was just like blackout hours. We weren't allowed to like pass through the hallways, and this happened like a lot of the times when there was VIP staying in the hotel. We just weren't allowed to pass through the hallways sometimes. I feel like it would be something that she would do though. Next up on our bonus list is Lady Gaga. I only wanted to include her because she had the most security I've ever seen at the hotel. Lady Gaga also follows me on Twitter. I have no idea how that happened. I was never a believer, like I won't lie, like I was a huge One Direction fan. I don't know why Bieber just kind of missed the target, I don't know. He's also staying in our establishment. This is pure fate that I even almost encountered him. It's closing time. My job is to take out the garbage, I know, glamorous. And for us to take out the garbage, we had to go outside the building and all around the hotel because they didn't like it when we took trash to the lobby. I don't know why, it's kind of crazy, but I don't know what their deal was there. They just wouldn't allow it. So Not sure who's staying in the hotel because they don't tell us. They're not like, Justin Bieber staying here, keep it on the down low. Like, no. I'm just taking out the trash one night. I go all the way around the hotel, and then when I come back to the cafe, I realized that I forgot one garbage bag. So I had to go all the way back out and around the hotel, and then through the back hallway, and then out this service door, and the service door is right at the front of the restaurant where the hostess stand is. So I open the door, and the hostess just does one of these, like almost a shush, but like get back in there kind of a thing. And I'm like, oh, rude, like what the hell? I'm just trying to finish up my job and go home for the night. Like, what the hell? Like, oh, what's going on? Like, what have I just walked into? All I see is like a pack of young boys. It was like his entourage, and Justin Bieber in the middle, like London Tipton's father from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. It was just like that. He was in the middle, and there was like his entire entourage around him, and all I could see were his basketball shorts and his man leggings that he was wearing underneath them. And then I sat at the bar that night. The bartender, being a straight white male, just was like, ugh, what a sissy drink. And I think it was like bourbon and Coke. So JB's on bourbon and Coke if anybody wanted to know. That's all I have for you. Those are my top celebrity encounters in Vancouver. So if you live in Vancouver and you've also encountered these celebrities, let me know in the comments. If you took the time to sit through this whole video, thank you so much. It would mean a lot if you liked and subscribed. Like I said, this is my 3rd YouTube video, and I'm really excited to hop on this endeavor, so it would be awesome to have you along on the journey with me. Thanks for watching. Bye.